to allow free and universal access to menstrual products. While these examples represent some of the most incredible strides we have made in creating a more inclusive and gender equitable society, we still have a very long way to go. It's alarming that a major report of the World Economic Forum says that at the current rate of change, gender parity will not be attained for at least 99.5 years. The theme this year for Women's Day, which is actually tomorrow, is take up the challenge, accept the challenge. And that's what all of you, beautiful, successful women, are supposed to do, choose to challenge. I've always said that at a Women's Day, we really don't need a particular day to celebrate women. But nevertheless, since 8th of March is celebrated as International Women's Day across the world, I would essentially say that this is a celebration of the struggle for economic, social, cultural and political equality that women have fought for and have been much more than successful. I've always thought that ladies could be powerful but not aggressive. Without being aggressive, people can be powerful. And it's the woman of the species that has taught mankind that. That's amazing. In fact, I only hope and pray that this marvelous feminine energy that we have amongst us, that around the world, that covers the world with its warmth and greatness, may transform the society in all the nations around the world. Women, I have thought, are the world's greatest inspiration. In fact, we should respect and cherish them every single day, not just on a particular day. And I would tell all of you women, do not live for someone else's life, someone else's idea of what womanhood is. Womanhood is you, each one of you. You represent what womanhood is all about. A woman is so much more than just a human being. She has God's power to create life, to cope with so much of pain, and somehow always end up being the strongest one in every room, even in this small little auditorium. So, a happy Women's Day to all the goddesses out here and all the goddesses out there in every nook and corner of the world. The world would mean nothing without women or girls. Before I get into what the event today is all about and Daamini, I would like to tell you, I would remember someone called Swami Greek who had once mentioned that a society which does not pay attention to women, but a society which wants to function without the woman of the species, is like asking a bird to fly with one wing. A bird needs both wings to fly. So that was what this great man said. He died 120 years ago, but much before that, when in the United States, somewhere in America in 1896, he mentioned that this beautiful example that he told the women of America that please be strong, please fight for your rights, because America or any country in the world, if it is a bird, it cannot fly on one wing. We are very delighted that Daamini has brought us close together, and in these difficult times, they've said that Daamini salutes her. Her means possibly Daamini salutes each one of them through a few of you here. So this her is not Bithidi or any one of you out here. This her means everyone. Through each one of you, they are celebrating the entire womankind. Daamini for you is a curated experience. It's an online magazine. It's a curated experience and guide on lifestyle, fashion, food and travel. It's authentic content from experts in various fields. It gives you tips and tricks on looking beautiful and confident. They organize masterclass from experts. It's a mixed bag of happenings from around the globe, and this magazine is very informative and enjoyable to read and watch. And on International Women's Day, we are celebrating some of those women who are different, who have made a difference in other people's lives and their own, and have been examples to follow. In fact, a group of eminent personalities has given their consent to be part of the panel. I will not call them judges, they are panelists who have chosen who to recognize this year. The list of panelists: Gina Devderoy, we have right in front of me. My dear sister Gina, I know her for what? When she was just about to walk. I remember Gina. Okay. She was learning to walk, literally. Gina Shotti Kina Bol. So that's Gina for me. Devderoy Roy, I wouldn't boast of that. But still I know her for so many years. Sabuni Das is here. And Swarup Dotto. I don't see Swarup around. Okay. Gina is, as you know, on a more serious note, writer, columnist, speaker at various forums like the Chambers of Commerce, NIFT, Impresario, Media Catalyst, Brand Catalyst. Okay, Devderoy, of course, is a very noted public relations specialist holding multi-sectorial experience of more than 30 years in media, entertainment and media management, with proficiency in managing administration, marketing to the apex body of real estates. That's Credi, that's how I know her, and has a very wide experience with corporate groups like Oberoi's, Anandabajar, Duncan's, Ambuja, so on and so forth. Chakraborty is, of course, one of the most sought-after costume designers of the Bengali film industry today, working in 26 films in her career spanning over 2 decades now. I, of course, knew her as a journalist working with Shananda in the 1980s, almost soon after Shananda came into being and created a difference in the world of ladies' magazines. Chakraborty always had a keen interest in Indian weaves and handicrafts. She has also been awarded a national award for costume designing for Shijit's movie Jatishar. Swarup Dotto is a multidisciplinary art and design practitioner, educator, photographer and scenographer. He is an NIFT fashion designer and have acquired distinction in his Masters in Fashion and Textiles from the Nottingham Trent University of the United Kingdom. So that in a nutshell is a profile. It's, but you should have told me it's not here because we MCs operate with information given. Anirudh is, of course, who does not know Anirudh Chakladar? Anirudh Chakladar, possibly I haven't left him out. Bolar dorkar nei, baki to bolar dorkar nei. Anirudh সাংঘাতিক, সবাই খুব ভালো। So Anirudh Chakladarকে আপনারা সবাই চেনেন। Anirudh Chakladar, possibly the best known authority artist in whatever a girl needs to know to look beautiful, you know, in makeup. That's Anirudh Chakladar, the gorgeous makeup maestro. We have Anirudh with us, Anirudh Chakladar. So, and what do I need to do after this? I've spoken about Daamini, and now, who shall I now call on stage? Everyone knows her, Sanchita Kushali Bose, the founder of Daamini. Sanchita is possibly the earliest person I worked with when I came to professional stage anchoring, and that was many years ago, almost 30 years ago. So Sanchita's events were one to look forward to. Dream Merchants, most of you know about Dream Merchants. I think possibly the earliest outfit in this part of the country. And of course she has been a fashion specialist. She has organized some of the most sought after fashion shows in town. These days there are many, but in those days there were very few. And the name to turn to was always Sanchita Kushari Bose, a wonderful person to work with. Sanchita, would you kindly come up on stage, please? It has been extremely easy, at least for me, to always work with Sanchita. I would request Sanchita to say a few words and introduce the mentor of Daamini.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. We are humbled, we are honored, and we are encouraged by your presence. I will not take up much of your time. I'll introduce you to a person who actually helped us get Daamini, or sort of start Daamini, or bring Daamini to you. This gentleman has been mentoring, and his company has been mentoring Daamini for the last 1 year that we've been working. I would like to introduce to you our mentor, Shurajit Nath, MD, Mind and Matter. Shurajit, could we please have you?
Hello everybody. This is the first time I'm on stage ever. So, and because of Sanchita. And it's a grace that we are here, right? After this last 2020. And it's a happy moment. We look forward to a very, very happy 2021. And Nari Shakti Zindabad.
That's very important. Nari Shakti Zindabad.
Now let us call on our panelists who
Yes.
spent a lot of time and effort in putting this together. So to start with, one minute. We will start with Sabuni. We'll start with the man.
Because on the other days, it's the ladies
we'll
first,
start
the
with
gentlemen first.
of course, Aniruddha Chakladar.
ইচ্ছে করে ও সময় বলিনি ভুলে গেছি Aniruddha Chakladar. A big hand for Aniruddha Chakladar. Men first today.
Sabuni.
Sabuni Das.
Gina Devderoy. Please.
Chalo.
Devjani Di, please come on stage.
Shahrukh.